Time flies, and here's the Austrian Grand Prix coming up after a very exciting and exceptional British Grand Prix. Ferrari looking to take back the lead. Red Bull is working hard to fix their RB18's flaws from the race in Silverstone. Mercedes, on the other side, is becoming more competitive after the last upgrades. An FIA porpoising decision? Are there more? What are 3 top Formula 1 teams preparing for the Austrian Grand Prix? Stick around, guys, we'll be revealing the most important cars improvement for the next Formula 1 competition in Austria. Before that, I remind you of our channel's video package, the latest news and the most actual subjects. Subscribe, click on the red button down below, activate the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. So starting with the Red Bulls, the owner of the competition circuit called Red Bull Rings since July 2013, so considered particularly as home race for Verstappen, who is the winner of the last version in Spielberg. Red Bull, who declared delay in their car's upgrade for ulterior competition, have made some minor changes in Silverstone. However, the unexpected car crashes debris made some troubles for their champions RB18. Improvement in this case are needed. So besides fixing those crashes consequences issues, and what F1 fans and Red Bulls in particular don't know is that the team, even that it didn't look like they did, but Red Bull brought some radical upgrades in Silverstone. What are those unrevealed mega upgrades the team introduced? Let's find out. Apart from the side pod design change with the new aerodynamic regulations, there have been a total engine cover revision for the RB18, mainly the lower third quarter region, which connects with the upper side pod to the cooling exit between the rear wing and the lower beam wing. This represented the most detectable adjustment in fact. This part has been impressively extended, which has generated something similar to shelf-like area and a column between it and the side pod's downward ramp, so as to give an extra cooling alternatives for the coming race. Red Bull said this upgrade will for sure raise the cooling capacity of the car thanks to the larger cooling channels formed from the radiators to the rear outlet. Aside increasing cooling capacity, the new extended shelf position between the engine cover and the side pod will correct the aerodynamics by creating an external route to increase airflow. Technically, what improves the cooling capacity imposed sacrificing the aerodynamics. Though looks like Red Bull found the right way to upgrade cooling and aerodynamics through those modifications. The airflow down washing the top of the side pod's downward ramp now has a significant defined channels thanks to the repositioning of the cooling slat from straightly behind the cockpit to the back and above the new shelf, with the shelf realizing a real tunnel, the energy of the airflow entering through the diffuser, and as a result, the heart of the car's underbody works greater. It would be influenced by the speed at which it crosses that ramp heading to the region between the rear wheel and the diffuser exit. The flow might be increased better and faster than before by the new more tunneled road over the side pod, and the cooling slate repositioning from the ramp's vicinity to the upper surface of the shelf where they are out of the way of the ramp, which will help make the flow better because they will use warm air, leaving the slates aerodynamically cooperative. With these improvements packaged, the RB18's floor has also a kind of emperor modification, a new tongue-shaped vein in a cutout towards the back of the exposed floor, similar to the Ferraris introduced in Barcelona, which may release the extra pressure while moving near to the soil, which may prevent stalls and porpoising that helps running the car at a lower speed. Verstappen wasn't able to show his car's capacity with all these details changed. The RB18 was since the beginning of the season a real fast car. With all that package, I think it would be unbeatable. Will Verstappen keep on dominating the championship, or there will be more surprises like it was in Silverstone? We were not able to see exactly how these upgrades enhanced Max's RB18's performance. However, with less than a week and after fixing the floor issue happened in Silverstone, we will finally get to see how Verstappen will hit the track in Red Bull Ring. Guys, if you like the video so far, show us some support by liking it. This means a lot for our team. Leave us a comment telling us what updates do you expect your favorite team will bring in. In another side, and for consecutive years, Mercedes have been dominating the Formula 1 Grand Prix, being on top of both drivers and constructors championship. With their 7-time world champion driver Lewis Hamilton, they almost won the 2021 world title before losing it for the Red Bulls with their young Dutch talent Max Verstappen. Since then, Mercedes couldn't get back to its performance. The W13 was put through many improvements since the start of the new season. However, there were always missing pieces. Toto Wolff, the team principal, kept on confirming that he, with all the team's engineers and technical staff, are still collecting data in order to find out the real issue and fix it. Porpoising, the major problem the W13 had. Competition after another, the team drivers, especially Hamilton, were complaining about it, till it started affecting his back and spine. The FIA have been called to intervene in order to help protecting drivers' health. The new car changes showed some performance improvements on track. The car is more competitive and Hamilton is back on podium. For the Austrian Grand Prix, Mercedes is preparing some new changes qualified of genius. Keep on watching, we'll be analyzing the Mercedes car updates for the race in the Red Bull Ring this weekend. Like he said earlier, George Russell stated that he trusts his team, everybody is working day and night to solve their causes issues. Russell added optimistically that his team's score in races are great counting. The car issues they faced, what if they solve them? The team will become unbeatable. The zero-point body structure opted by Mercedes causes the team's car famous big porpoising issue. Team's engineers are still working on the main back wing. The back wing's largeness produced a huge resistance in running the car. Some sources talk these days about Mercedes working on the main wing in order to reduce the air drag, which will fix the problem and help the team for a better performance. Considering that the Formula 1 cars run around the speed of 300 km per hour, air drag obstacles must be resolved for a kind of soft running of the car. Mercedes have been also working on raising the W13 ride, which will cause a gap between floor and undercarriage of chassis. Uplifting the floor will substantially help the car run softly, even steer edges and corners. This reduces significantly the risk of sparking. If you are a Mercedes fan, tell us in the comment section if you think these changes may make difference in Austria on the Red Bull Ring circuit. For Ferrari, who recently come up with a new engine that costed their driver Leclerc a penalty in Montreal, made some upgrades before the last race in Silverstone. Ferrari made some new modifications to their F175, focusing mainly on the floor and the diffuser that were the two elements worked on most in Silverstone's package, in order to make the car more efficient even with the generation of the same downforce. Also, Ferrari considered working to reduce the porpoising as well as the ride height. Sainz's car also received some changes on its rear wing. The trailing edge of the flap has been rounded, and the depth of the central spoon of the main profile has been minimized to the lower drag. This week, and one day before the start of the Austrian Grand Prix, the team didn't declare so far having updates for Austria. The team is still trying to work hard in order to get their driver Leclerc back on top of the championship after the disappointing Silverstone first place loss. What are your predictions for the Austrian Grand Prix? Tell us in the comments down below. Invite your friends to watch the new cars upgrades of the top 3 Formula 1 teams made for this weekend's competition. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Wait us for the next video. See you next time.